Hey everybody, it's Jenny and I'm back with you today to share how I planned this week in my Crate paper planner. I'm just moving the pages around because this is an undated planner, so there's just weeks put behind each of the monthly dividers, and some years, obviously, weeks look different. There's 4 or 5, so I'm just getting that all straightened out. And the headers at the top with the weeks, it is a Sunday start and I prefer a Monday start, so I'm just going to use these stickers that I picked up on Etsy to redate the top. I happen to really like these. The size is perfect and I love the font. The quality is really good, so I've been very happy with them and just received a reorder so I can continue to work with those. I am going to use this super cute Let's Plan It kit this week. I love it. It's got these black cats that are really adorable and it's so different for me. So that's part of what's really fun about it, is that it's super different. I will, of course, add the dates. I'm going to use these Elle Studio stamps again. They're really cute. I love the font and it just looks so awesome. I'm looking forward to finding another stamp set that I like just as well. This one is amazing, but I always like the variety and that kind of thing. However, this stamp set is really old and you can't purchase it from them anymore, but I'm sure you could find it on a buy-sell trade or something like that if you were into that. I'm using the yellow versus Clair ink. It is great for stamping in this planner. Actually, stamping in this planner is fantastic. The paper is really good, and I haven't had any problems with bleed through. I mean, the most minor of shadowing, actually, ironically, with this yellow ink, but it just really, there's no what is the word? Bleed through. That's what I was trying to think of. There can be a little bit of shadowing, but not a big deal, and it doesn't bother me at all. I'm wiping off the stamps just with a Huggies baby wipe. You don't have to use wipes. You can stamp the excess ink off on a piece of paper, like a piece of scratch paper, or you can use a stamp chamois or wash them in warm water with a drop of soap. I just prefer this. It's a little bit easier for me, and the Huggies have the right level of texture and wetness, and they don't leave behind any lint. I had tried Aldi brand wipes and a few others in the past, and they left some lint on the stamps, which again is really not a big deal or anything like that, but when there are other brands that don't leave that behind, that seems like kind of a no-brainer to me. And of course, these are really easy to get. They're sold pretty much everywhere. So, all right, we are finished with the dates at the top. Do you see what I mean about how cute they look? They're just adorable, and they really do go with this current week. The theme is very playful and fun, and so it's nice to have that as well here. Now you can see there's lots of bright colors too, and I know that's really different for Halloween, but heck, why not, right? 2020 is already sort of weird, so we might as well just use the sets that are super cute and fun. And black cats it is, and some florals, of course. All right, so I'm just layering together some of these. That particular one that I used on the bottom had a lot of white space, and so why not add something on top of it? And I'm going to do the exact same thing on Thursday as well. The Saturday one had plenty of images on that full sticker, and so I wasn't really very worried about it, but I just love the layering anyway. It gives it a polished and full feeling, and I like that a lot. So I'm just going to add half boxes throughout the week where I have activities. There's definitely lots of different things going on, and so I'm just going to add these half boxes scattered throughout the week, and I'll fill them in with the information, of course. And then I will fill in with a little tiny bit more decorative, like right there, the spider web and the cute little spider. I don't know, spiders are only cute, obviously, at Halloween, but they really add something right there. I'm also like these little photo corners. Photo corners are one of those weird things that you look in the package and you're like, I don't know about these. But then if you use them in a really modern, fun way, I think they look amazing. I absolutely love them. So I'm just going to go back and fill in the information now in those half boxes. oops, forgot one. Need to add that one as well. Sometimes it's kind of difficult because my son's baseball practice schedule changes every single week, and I have to kind of be mindful of that, like leaving space for it, because sometimes I don't find out until like Monday morning when that's going to be. Sometimes I find out before that too, but sometimes I don't. And so I have to sort of think about when it historically has been and make sure that I leave space for that. So I also love to add the icons. I wasn't always adding icons in my planning in the past, but I really think they're just a fun, decorative way to dress up the page. And let me clarify that a little bit. Like, I just feel like planning should be fun, and I think the icons are really cute. Okay, so that was finished. Now we can plan Monday. So remember, this is a plan as I go. I'm just doing each day as it happens, and I'm enjoying that little burst of creativity each day, or most days anyway. And you can't find that whole, like if I do the whole week at the same time and then I just fill it in with to-dos and things like I do in my functional planner, it's not quite the same thing. So this little burst of an entire day is really fun and I like it a lot. I also am enjoying adding some of the bigger text. It's just a definite way for me to add what's necessary, but then also do it just in a more playful way. I had to find the right color mild liner highlighter. Again, mild liners are something that I'm finding that I'm using a lot more to add some color to my pages. And I have a whole bunch of them and they're beautiful. And then they lack that neon element, which obviously neon is fine when it's necessary. But in my planner pages, I want it to match the colors. And so I just sometimes have to do on the back of like a piece of paper, or in that case, my sticker sheet, so I can find one that matches the colors of that week as well. And if you have the mild liners or any other highlighters, I really do highly suggest you try them, especially like in this way that I'm doing it. It's kind of a low impact thing, but it really does add that element of color and pop as well. As you can see in that text, I'm also adding little pops of color from the mild liners. And again, it's just really fun. I mean, it's a tiny, tiny little detail, but I enjoy doing it. And I like the way that it looks at the end. Now, I mean, gotta add a little bit of decoration too, am I right? Okay, so now it's Tuesday and we're going to go ahead and continue on. As you can see, there's kind of only a random amount of room after the decor, but that works out okay because there's not a ton going on anyway, which actually is not 100% true. We had a mild little COVID scare at my house. One of my sons was exposed to somebody who tested positive, and so we all went and got COVID tests. So we were negative, by the way, since I'm being so, lackadaisical or whatever about it. But we went and got COVID tests. So I guess there's not nothing going on. So I was able to already use a rescheduled sticker since we had to cancel some of our plans while we were waiting for the results of our tests, just to be safe. We didn't have anything major going on. My husband was able to work from home. My son missed one baseball practice just in keeping his teammates safe in case any of us tested positive. And yeah, so I have a little bit more room to add a little bit more decor. Am I right? All right, so apparently, again, I forgot to film Wednesday. I hope this doesn't turn into a theme since it's already happened twice, but it's all right, no matter. We will move on to the second half of the week, which is just so stinking cute. I love these stickers, and again, I know they're very different for Halloween, and you don't have the traditional Halloween colors here, but I think it's a lot of fun and a lot of creativity as well. So I just added another second box right next to the first one. And again, that's totally different for me in terms of not layering them or overlapping them in some way. But I think it turned out pretty cute, and the overall result takes up some room that would have been white space, which I'm trying to avoid in this planner. I'm enjoying not having white space here. And I'm also able to use some of these stickers, which if you've been here long enough to know, you know I'm fairly frugal, which I know defeats the purpose when I'm buying individual sticker sheets, but I don't like to waste them or go crazy with them. So I like to be mindful and intentional in how I use them. And so I feel like this is a good way to do that. All right, now we can film Friday. Look at that. Just so many fun little things. And I swear that decorative sheet seems to go on forever. There's still lots of really cute little elements, including little paw prints, which goes with the black cats too. It's really thought of everything with this kit because there's so many different elements between the florals and the cats and the spiders. It's just really creepy, yet so pretty too at the same time. Isn't that funny? I have tried to balance out using stickers and then writing things without stickers. So I typically, at least in the vertical columns, if I use a sticker, the next thing I write, I try not to use a sticker, which I don't know if that's always 100% feasible, but I've been pretty successful thus far. It just really requires being mindful and not just dashing something down without thinking about it, which is not always my strongest suit. I'm a little bit more just kind of get it done versus being completely thoughtful about it. But I've been thoughtful and it's working out great so far. I also try to do it next to each other as well, but that doesn't always work. It can be a little bit more difficult that way, but I don't worry about that one as much as I do in the vertical columns. So now for the weekend, we're doing a little bit more of the writing out the text just in a more fun, playful way to make, folding laundry or something like that a little bit more exciting and interesting at least. And then I will add a little bit of color with those mild liners a little bit later. Still filling in the half boxes, and you can see I have plenty of room to still include other things, so I'm using the mild liner again. This week I only used the one color of mild liner because I didn't have a pink that matched as well as I was hoping, and so I stuck 100% with yellow, which is not what I normally do. I normally pick out a variety of colors and then switch them up as the week goes on, and this week it was different to work with just one, but I liked it. It was really good, and the yellow is a pretty color, and it's also really helpful because I only have to keep track of one sticker instead of two. Now you've also seen, and I will do it again here in just 1 second, using the stickers and having them overlap the edge of the page and then trimming off that little edge, just because I like the way that there's two reasons actually. One, I like the way that it looks. I like it when something is flush with the edge of the page. And two, then it added room to add, you got it, icon stickers that I wouldn't have had room for had I matched it a little bit more closely with the sticker box. Just as I try to be mindful for where I use the half stickers and then I write just directly on the paper, I do the same thing with the color of those half stickers as well. It's not a really specific process. It's really more loose, but I try to generally not overuse any one color more than the rest or any more one pattern as the case may be, just because I want it to have a wide variety of colors and stuff. I think that's the prettiest, at least in my opinion, unless I'm of course doing a monochromatic week and then all bets are off. I can use all of the same color throughout the entire page. So now I'm just still continuing adding some decorative elements and some different little bits to fill in some of those white spaces. More black cats. I'm telling you, these cats are really cute. I'm not even a cat person, but there's just something really adorable about them. And then the flowers are also very, very beautiful. I want to fill in the rest of that text with the color like we talked about a little bit earlier. I just kind of like doing it all at once. I don't know. Kind of weird, I guess. Maybe it's the whole having to clean off the tip of the marker when I'm done. See, right there on the back of a piece of paper. Just making sure that I got the black ink off of there. I don't know why. It just feels like it's something I need to do. And then look at that, making the spiders dangling on spider webs. I mean, I don't even know who I am. Just getting kind of crazy this week. But now I'm going to add the icon stickers and I'm finished. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thank you so much and make it a great day.